Most important part about making guacamole is finding a ripe avocado. One way to find out if an avocado is ripe is by color. Since this avocado is green, it is not ripe, and if it's darker in color, it's better off and it's more likely to be ripe. Another way to figure out if an avocado is ripe is by touch. If the avocado squishes completely when you touch it, like this, it's too ripe. If it doesn't squish at all, then it's underripe. And if it just gives way a little bit, like this, it's perfect and you should use it for your guacamole. This is good avocado. Other items you need to buy are a red onion, cilantro, and lime juice. Fresh tastes better, but if you're lazy, you can use the fake stuff. And salt if you don't have any. It's an essential part in making guacamole because it brings out its flavor. You're going to need to get a cutting board, a spoon, a sharp knife, and a bowl, and your avocado. First, take your knife and cut lengthwise through the stem, all the way down to the pit. Once your knife is on the pit, don't pick it up, keep it on the cutting board, and just rotate your knife around the pit. Like that. Then, take the two ends, twist them, and pull up. To get out the pit, you want to salve it in and twist it and then pull it out. If it doesn't work the first time, just keep trying and eventually it will come out. Now, take one of your halves, take your spoon, and just dig it into the flesh. You want to get all of it out. When you have some, dump it in your bowl so that you can use it to make your guacamole. What your avocado should look like when you're done scraping the flesh. Repeat this process for all of your avocados. You should have a bowl full of avocado. Time to cut the red onion. What you want to do is cut off the top end and leave the root end on. This way it'll make it easier because all your onion will stay together when you dice it. Now, cut through the top end like that and set it down on its side through the root end. Now you have two halves of an onion. Now what you want to do is peel off this last layer of onion to get off the skin of it. This is the part that might make you cry. It really does sting. Keep it far away from you as possible. It should look like de-peeled. De-peeled, turn the root end away from you and make cuts length. So what you want to do is not go all the way down or else the onion will fall apart. I had a little trouble and did that at the first part. So like this. Cut the onion in half parallel to the cutting board. Make cuts perpendicular to the cutting board through the onion to make little pieces. It should look like when you're finished dicing. Repeat this process with the other half of the red onion until you have your other half like this. First, wash your cilantro and then set it down and let it get its water out. Then what you want to do is take your finger and pinch off the leaves from the cilantro. When you're finished, take a stem and discard it because that's not the part of the cilantro we're going to use. Then you should have a pile of leaves. Then, once you have your pile of leaves, grasp it and just start chopping it by pushing out and then pulling in. Push out should look like when it's finished. Very small pieces and finely chopped. It's time to get your lime juice. The first step in getting lime juice is rolling your lime so that it gets nice and squishy. So just use your palm and force it against your countertop or cutting board just to get it nice and soft. You have rolled it. Take it and cut it in half through the center, not through the ends. And you can already see that there's juice coming out of it, which is a good sign. Now, all you need to do is pick it up like this and squeeze. And all the lime juice will come out. It's better to go like this because if you get pulp in it, it doesn't taste so great. So one way to get it out is just hold your fingers over it, and the pulp will get caught in your hand and the lime juice will squeeze right through. Time to add salt and mush it. First, add your salt, and then once you think you have enough, take out your fork and start smushing all the ingredients together. It should look like when it's finished. Nice and creamy, but a little chunky to give it some texture. If you have it all finished, taste it and see if you need to add anything else. So for me right now, I need to add more salt because it's a little bland. After that's done, what you need to do is just incorporate the salt back into it, and then try it again and add accordingly. Now that you have it done, you want to make it look all pretty so you can impress everybody. So what you're going to do is take your spoon and just dump it into a bowl to serve. Chips and give it to your friends. Tasty.